What's up, everybody? Welcome to the replay for those of you who are catching this on the replay. And it is a beautiful day in Spokane, Washington, in my undisclosed location. But I can't do the entire Ken from the car with my sunglasses on because I won't be able to see your comments. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to join. Thank you so much for showing up and being here today. Hello, Sean. How are you? Hello, milady. All right. While we wait, I'm going to be COVID-19 responsible, you know. My worst fear when I do Ken from the cars is people, like, are going to come up to me and, like, knock on my car and stuff. Like, I don't want that. You know what I mean? Hi, Allie. Oh, it's so pretty out today. Oh, my goodness. All right. Disinfected, which is good. Gotta start somewhere, right? Oh, Sean, you're so sweet. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of dark with these on. All right, so for those of you watching the replay or have no idea what this is or why I'm sitting in a car, every week originally it was like just to go over sales and like, here's the sales, take advantage. And then it kind of morphed into me talking about my week. And then it morphed into like a counseling session. So that is where we're at. Are you at the secret place? I am at the place where Sean says the service is good. So I keep coming back here until they kick me out, which I don't think they would. And if they come and knock on my door, I'll just drive away and be like, creepers. We're going to talk about a lot. Full disclosure, the reason I have my sunglasses is I have a ton of viewer mail and stuff, I'm assuming, about Mr. Toby Joe, which we'll get caught up in a second and talk about that. So I have my glasses, so if I start crying, because I will, because here's the deal. Like, Ken in the car are not supposed to be sad. It's supposed to be like fun and, you know, me just chatting. But 2020 sucks. Like, it sucks. I don't like 2020. So Ken from the car 2020 has not been happy. It's been kind of saddy. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? All right. So all the links are down below if you want to know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what Ken from the car is, I just sit and talk, and we have mods. They're actually called wrenches because they have a little wrench next to their name, but I don't like calling them wenches or wrenches because it sounds like wenches. I need to make Sean a moderator. There we go. Good job, Kenny. Hopefully, the modifiers whatever. The people that, you know, are watching or like doing stuff for me, you know, they can block people that are saying naughty things. All right. Also, if you don't know me, I get off topic. So sometimes it's hard to follow Ken from the car. Sometimes I rewatch him back and I'm like, whoa. All right. So, I have not been live for quite a bit. And we'll talk about that in just a second, because once I start talking about it, I don't want to, like, change subject. So we'll talk about that in a second. So let's talk about first, a lot of people are reaching out to me and saying, Ken, what are you doing? Are you leaving Chocateur? Are you leaving crafts? I'm so scared. I'm nervous. So the last Ken from the car, I let you guys know that there is changes coming. These changes are rolling out in phases. There's phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're currently in phase 2, just so you know. Phase 1 was mystery boxes. And yes, I do have some still. So if you missed out on mystery boxes, I still have the Stamper Dreams. I have 2 Chocateur mystery boxes. I have 2 HTV vinyl / cardstock boxes. And all of those, the links down below. The Stamper Dreams, I think I have like right around 40 left, and then they're gone. And essentially they're double the price. So the Stamper Dream is $30, but you get $60 worth of product. Chocateur, I think, is $125 and you get $250 worth of product. But if you are a Chocateur designer, please don't buy it. Not that you can't buy it, but you'll probably have most of the stuff in there. And I'd be sad if you're like, hey, I'm a designer and I was hoping to get retired transfers. There might be retire transfers in there, but you might already have them, and I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And the HTV boxes are really good. So I think everyone that has gotten their box has been pretty happy. We've only had 2 people. There's really no returns, but I'm a pushover. So I did have 2 people return their boxes. But just so you know, it was because there were substitutions made. It was a whole thing. Anyways, if you want to get those, I would get them soon because they are going to be gone soon. All right. All right. Also, I have to say, you can support Ken's Kreations. However, if you use any of my Amazon links, and please, Amazon, if you are watching this, please listen carefully. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. So I have to say that now because someone either turned me in or something. We were getting emails every day. I hate when cars drive by me. Every day saying like, you can't say help support Ken's Kreations by using Amazon links. I can't say that. I have to say, as an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. And I'll just be honest, it's not like I'm a millionaire from Amazon links, so I feel like they just need to calm down. All right, but you can also shop a whole bunch of stores. You become a Patreon. And let me tell you though, Patreon will be changing. It's part of the new rollout. Oh, we were talking about phases, weren't we? Phase 1 was mystery boxes. Phase 2 was studio remodel, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But first, let's talk about sales, and then let's go ahead and get going with all that. I wanted to say, please, please, please support my good friends over at 651 Vinyl. I am so impressed with their recovery. They were shut down for almost a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and they have ramped up their product, and it's getting out record. Like, most companies are like 3 weeks behind on product. I ordered some from them and had it in like 3 days. It was crazy. They also have 2 new items. They have it's StarCraft. StarCraft is a brand they carry, and they have a new like metallic copper HTV. And they also have StarCraft now in rolls, which is really cool. And their coupon is still good. So get 5, GET5. Use the link down below. Support them. They're a local business. Obviously, they're not here in Spokane, but I adore the people that run it. Tammy and Troy are awesome. They have great customer service. They are my go-to place for crafty items, which we're going to talk about in a second, because I know you guys are saying, well, aren't you getting away from crafty items? So we're going to talk about that. GLOWFORGE. I have got, holy moly, you guys are interested in the GLOWFORGE. I've gotten so many people asking about the GLOWFORGE and how much it is and what does it do and should you get it. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's expensive, but it's a game changer. Like, literally a game changer. I love it. And I'm using it a lot more. And if you are someone that is like in the home decor, DIY, do it yourself, you want to make like gnomes and cute stuff and acrylic stands, and it's an amazing machine. If you use our link down below, you do get $500 off the Pro. I think 250 off of the, I think it's called the Plus, and then 100 off of the Basic. We bought the Basic. I wish we would have gotten the Pro. So there's a haul of that. Also, Consumer Crafts is back up. If you guys don't know what Consumer Crafts is, they're crafts for consumers. But I just discovered they have a whole wood department, and it's cheap stuff. Not like cheap, like quality, like it's good price. Like they have door tags. They have a ton of stuff that I bought for Chalk Couture. Even though I have the GLOWFORGE, it's nice to have that stuff for a quick add-on or to build stuff on the GLOWFORGE. And I didn't know they had a whole wood section. And Michael's and Joann's now are like getting wood canvases. I don't know if you've seen that. Well, they're not canvas. They're wood like boxes, like 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12. I made one during my Chalkathon, so I stocked up on those, which was cool. You guys all want to know what the Cricut sales are, so I'll tell you. Cricut right now is 20% off pretty much everything. It's 20% off tools, accessories, 20% off materials. You can combine that with discounts, so you can get 10% off. If you're an Access member, if you use our coupon code PUPPIES, you get another 10% off, so it's almost 40% off. But you need to check out their clearance. They're clearancing out everything. I don't know what's going on at Cricut, but seriously, they are clearancing out even new stuff that literally they've gotten in the past 30 days. So I'm interested to see if like they just are changing the direction they go, or if they just need the funds, because a lot of companies need funds right now. I don't know. I know they laid off a lot of people, but their clearance section is dirt cheap, so check it out. Also, Fun Stamper's Journey. Okay, here's the thing about Fun Stamper's Journey. I was actually a Fun Stamper's Journey, I think they called us coach, maybe? I don't remember. And I loved the product. It's basically gone away or combined with Spellbinders because the president, or maybe it's the vice president, Richard, is no longer associated with it. And I think it's going away. I'm not sure. But the reason I'm telling you guys about it is it's 40% off, but they have a lot of embellishments that will go really well with like Chalk Couture. That's what I'm buying. Like they have ribbon, they have corkboard embellishments, frames, wood frames and stuff. And it's like normally like $19.99 for $1.50. Which is crazy, right? So they're clearancing out everything. Also down below, I have all of the links to our groups. People keep asking about our groups. We have our puppy group, which is where all of our golden retriever puppy activity is. We have our official Ken's Kreations group, which will be changing. We'll talk about that. We have a Ken and Sean show and all of our social media channels. Woo, that was a lot of stuff, wasn't it? It was. I have notes. I'm gonna make sure I got everything on my notes. Just a sec. Because I am organized. Okay. Oh, here comes another car. Hi. All right. I love this ice. Okay, so let's talk about what is happening. So a lot of you are concerned that I am completely going off the grid and getting rid of crafts and everything. So I can't talk a lot about it because seriously, Jazzy and Sean have me on lock and key. I can't talk too much about it, but essentially I'll tell you kind of where it came from. Literally after a lot of reflection and stuff, there was one day we were sitting in our office and I was telling Jazzy and Sean just where I was and I wasn't happy, and I was reflecting and looking back on the 6 months and what was wrong. And then I kind of just blurted out this idea. I was like, in a perfect world, I would A, B, C, D. And both of them were like, perfect, do that. And so I was like, really? And they're like, yes. So I'm doing it, but it's a big project. It is going out in phases. So just because I'm destashing a ton of my craft stuff, that doesn't mean I'm necessarily getting out of crafts. It'll be different, but it will be, I'm not like completely turning my back on it. So we're not quitting it. We are for sure not leaving Chalk Couture. Chalk Couture is such a big part of my brand and is my happy place, and I love it. I love my Chalk family. I love all of the events. But Chalk Couture is completely its own entity. It's its own separate channel and stuff like that. But with that said, it is a big change and I'm really excited about it. So phase one was really destashing and just clearing out things that didn't bring me joy, which I made fun of Marie. I think her name's Marie Kondo or whatever her name is. And it was like, if you don't find joy, you like literally get rid of it. But it works. And so that's what I do with my craft stuff. A lot of it, most of it, went in the mystery boxes. And I feel like they were really good boxes and really good value. They look like they're 12 and they're driving a car. Oh my, either I'm really old or they just look young. Okay. So anyways, phase one was that. Phase two was a remodel. And I had a lot of people. So we started doing, me and Jazzy did sneak peeks of our remodel, and everyone's like, didn't you just do a remodel? And the answer is yes. So here's the story. These past 6 months have been just insanity. I need to like move this because the sun is blinding me. Oh, so much better. We have Stamper's Dream left. We have 2 Chalk Couture boxes, 2 HTV/iron-on blah, blah, blah boxes, and then like 40 Stamper's Dreams. Anyways, so at the beginning of the year, we wanted to move our studio from where it was, because if you go in our basement, we have a TV room that has our TV and couch, and then behind that was where we would do a lot of our lives. So we could never really escape it. The lights were always up. So I told Sean, I was like, I wanted to move it into a room that we could literally leave behind. And so we have a room in our house that's like a concrete room. And at the time I had this idea of I want everything in there, my surfaces, everything. So everything's right there. And I hated it. I literally hated it because we had a really bulky bookcase, and the lighting wasn't good. It was dark and dingy and concrete all around us. And so I told Sean, like, I'm losing inspiration there. I am losing joy in there. Like, I didn't want to create in there. I never looked forward to going in there. And so I knew I wanted to do something different, but I didn't really have the time nor did I know what I wanted to do. And we had just moved into that room. We hadn't invested a lot of money, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And so anyways, I even since getting back from Chocolate Tour leadership in January, I knew I kind of wanted to play with the room, but everything happened, and then boom, puppies came, and then boom, coronavirus came, and it just got put on the back burner. And since getting back from our cruise and then puppies and everything, we have just been nonstop go, go, go. So anyways, I was like, now that I'm kind of doing this new direction, I was like, this will be perfect, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do, which leads us up to kind of where we were at. So this is where the glasses come in, probably. Are you I don't know if I'm freezing, Sean. It could be our internet, because our internet sucks. Just saying. Just one freeze up. Perfect. All right, so the mystery boxes are down below. There's a link for them. And the Stamper's Dream, I saw that question, is mostly, it's got stamps, dies, and embossing folders. Pretty much, that's what it is. So anyways, so after the puppies, I kind of I wasn't depressed, but it was just like we were so busy with the puppies. And I literally kind of found myself, this is a hard time of year. My mom died February 17th. Her birthday's in March. Then it's Mother's Day, Memorial Day. So really from February to May, it's a hard time. And usually we're traveling so much that I don't have to think too much about it. We usually go to Silhouette Summit, which is in Hawaii. We go to Salt Lake City a lot, but because of coronavirus, all of our trips were canceled. We had 2 cruises we were supposed to go on, canceled. We were going to go to the Silhouette Summit, canceled. We were going to go to the Mega Meet, canceled. So there was a lot of time where I'm just literally just sitting there and, had a lot on my mind and stuff. So the puppies was great. It took up so much great time, and I felt great because it was puppies and it was joyous and everyone was watching. We got all of the support and I was in my happy zone. So when they left and I wasn't doing those lives, I was like, oh man. And I wasn't inspired. I couldn't find inspiration. I couldn't find my happy spot. I couldn't, there was just a lot of stuff going on. Normally, we would be traveling a lot, which would be awesome. I would be looking forward to ChalkCon, which is still happening. It's happening in July. It's just going to be a little different than our normal conventions because they have to take special precautions. So the puppies were a great distraction, but they ended up leaving, of course, because they found new homes. And then we really started seeing Toby start to decline. The interesting thing is, by no means am I psychic or anything, but I tend to always have a gut feeling when things are about to happen that could be bad or emotional. And the whole month leading up to Toby passing, I was in that mindset. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong, but there's just something off with me. I don't feel right. I don't feel like myself. And it truly was, Toby's decline. The interesting thing about Toby, and I want to open viewer mail, so we're going to do that here really quick. But the thing about Toby that's very interesting, I wish you guys, that I don't know if I've ever really shared, we bought Toby on a whim. I really do believe that when my mom passed, I really, even if you, wherever your religious beliefs are, I believe like my mom's in heaven and like she's like planning my life. Like she's like at a chess table and moving these pieces. Because I called Sean, it was in, I think 2006, and I was like, hey, there's these puppies for sale up on the hill where we live. It's like 5 minutes away. Let's go look at them. He was like, we don't really need another puppy. We already have 2 dogs. And I was like, let's just go look at them. And by the time we got there, there was only 1 puppy left. There wasn't like a 5 puppies left when I called it like 2 in the afternoon. By the end, there was 1 puppy left. And when we got there, Toby was, of course, sitting there, and he was super light, really, really, really light. And normally we tend to go for a darker color golden retriever, like a red or an orangey or something like that. But here's this dog just sitting here, total light golden. And I was like, I want this puppy. And Sean was like, it's not like the goldens we normally go for. Are you sure? And there was something in me that was just, there was this connection, and we ended up buying him. And I tell you what, that dog, we cremate all of our dogs. Actually, this one we didn't cremate, which I'll talk about in a sec. But I put on his little plaque. It basically says, call it fate, call it love. All I know is he was meant to be my dog, because Toby was my dog. Like I love that dog. He always followed me around everywhere. He was always in my lap. So I really do feel like my mom was orchestrating that, and he was meant to be with us and me and stuff. And I used to always kind of tell Sean, like, when Toby passes, I'm going to be destroyed. Like, I would always tell him, like, I'm not going to leave my room. And so in September, when we got back from Africa, I thought we were going to lose him. And we had surgery. He had pneumonia. We did an auction for our artwork to get it out. And I told Sean, like, even if he only survives another week, that's a week we didn't have. And that was in September. And obviously he passed in May. But during that time, we found out he had cancer. It was progressing, and everything. But so I was kind of preparing myself for Toby leaving, but you never can really prepare yourself. And I used to tell Sean and everyone, like, this is going to be bad when he passes because he's my dog. And so I decided that this was the first time we would do a at home, put him down at our house, have the vet come to our house, have a whole day of celebration and stuff. And we made that decision, and that's why I did a video. I gave you the link down below, but there's a video that literally is basically called The Celebration of Toby Joe, which is essentially was us saying, like, he's going to leave us on Thursday. Just wanted you guys all to be able to say goodbye and stuff. And as soon as we were done with that video, I told Sean, he doesn't look good. He kept vomiting. He had this is going to sound weird, but he had a smell to him, because cancer has a smell. If you guys know what I'm talking about, those that either have had a loved one die of cancer or dog have cancer, cancer has a specific smell. It's got this smell to it. And he had that, and he just wasn't wagging his tail, and I just didn't want him, to be in pain. And Toby was so in tune with me that if I was ever upset or coughed or cried, he was right there, right there to be with me and stuff. And he wasn't going up and down the stairs. And Sean finally was like, it's time and all this stuff. And that night he just wasn't moving. His breathing was weird. And I told Sean, I was like, I don't think he's going to make it to Thursday. And so we called the vet, and the vet was like, I can come tomorrow at 2:00. And I was like, perfect. We'd chosen Thursday because it was supposed to be a beautiful day. We were going to have him in our backyard. We were going to, get him some, we were just going to celebrate him on that day. And so it was really important to me because I wanted to be able to to kind of have this whole celebration of him. But in true Toby Joe fashion, I don't think he wanted that. So anyways, I stayed up till about 1:30, and he was pretty, he was barking, and he couldn't really bark, and he was sitting outside our room, and I said he wants to be under his table. He loved to be under our table. We have a dining room table, and he would always sleep under there. And he stopped sleeping in our bedroom about a year ago, but he would always sleep under that table. And as soon as we put him under that table, he fell asleep. No problems. He just, you know, looked great, and his head was on a pillow. I put his head on his pillow, and I told Sean, I was like, maybe we should stay up. Do you think he'll make it to the morning? I was just so worried about it. And then the next morning at 6:30, Sean had woke me up and said he had passed during the night. And even though that's great that he passed during the night and he went on his own, I still felt guilty because I really wanted to be there with him, because I didn't want him to go on his own. I wanted to be by his side and help him across that rainbow bridge. And it hadn't have been very long because he was still warm. And but he looked at peace. He looked peaceful. And so, of course, I needed to tell people, and so I made a quick video of some of my pictures of him and posted it on all my social media pages. And I've lost dogs before. Obviously, this is our 4th dog that we've lost. You guys, a lot of you remember when Maya passed away at the first chocolate tour. We were gone when she passed away. I honestly feel like he was ready to go, and you know, people got to say goodbye to him and stuff, and he went on his own. So, you know, we didn't get that day. And it was a shame because Thursday it was beautiful. It was a beautiful sunny day, and it would have been a perfect day. But anyways, I posted on all the social media pages, and I just needed some space because what you guys wrote was beautiful. It was so nice. And the appreciation, you guys, so many of you guys reached out, and it just was hard. It was really hard. And I tend to, when I get at this point, I literally told Sean, like, I just need to get my mind off of it. And thank God for Sean. We, in the past year, we've taken a room and remodeled it into a beautiful office. We've taken our bedroom and redid that. And when Toby passed, I would sit there and I would just be crying, and I didn't know what to do. The dogs were really depressed. Sierra still is not herself, and she sits in the same spot that he would always sit with her. And I just told Sean, I can't do this. I need to keep my mind busy. And so I told Sean, I was like, I want to do our studio remodel. And he was like, okay. And it started with just a wall of, I want to do this wall in gray. And it turned into a 1.5 week long project. And I'm so happy with the results. We did a reveal last night on it, and I just love the way it looks. I love how everything's organized and how great it looks. And it was perfect for me to just put my mind onto something that wasn't, I just needed that time to keep my mind busy, my body busy, of not sitting there and thinking and wondering, oh, this person's running. I should probably run because then I would look skinny. But that looks really hard, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, I hate running. So anyways, so I just needed to take some time. And so Sean and Jasmine, we kind of started the remodel. I kept our mind busy, and at night, I would watch Schitt's Creek. For those of you who have not seen it, it's on Netflix. It's hilarious. I have been decompressing there, and I still have really hard moments. Whenever you lose a dog, it feels like you're losing all of your dogs over again. and not to say I love a dog more than another, but losing Toby was really, really hard, and it still is hard. And it's even harder because every dog we had loved Toby. They would all cuddle with Toby. Sierra and Hades and Luna and Riley when she was a puppy, and Han, he just had this gentle soul about him. And like I said, to this day, Sierra still sleeps in every spot he slept, kind of, you know, there with him and stuff. So that's the whole reason we started the studio remodel. And it's also kind of our phase 2 of relaunching this whole new experience, which I can't wait for you guys to know what we're doing. I also feel like I'm kind of making it way more of a big deal than it is. Like when I actually launch it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that wasn't earth-shattering. But I'm really excited, and we have 2 more phases. Phase 3 will be me getting everything ready, because it's going to affect all avenues of my Ken's Creations. Chalk Couture won't be as affected, but Ken's Creations definitely will be affected. My Patreon, all of my social media pages, my group, and all that stuff. And for once, I am doing something that I think is going to make me happy, that's going to be right in line with what I want to do. And everyone that does know about it has been like, this is perfect. So I'm super excited. And as we know, we'll let you guys, we'll know. And it's going to be, you know, I think right now is the perfect time for me to do this, because I need the time to just kind of grieve Toby and go through that process. So this is a perfect time. I do have a couple more lives going to happen that I've given commitments to companies. And I want to do that. And then I will let you guys know when the last video on essentially Ken's Creations would be, because there's a lot of stuff I want to say before we launch this new thing. So that will be phase 3, and then phase 4 will be the actual implementation and launching of the new direction. And I'm really excited for it. We decided, as always, to have our dog cremated, and they put him in a beautiful walnut box. So, but then we usually get them back pretty quick, but we were told, oh, we don't cremate our dogs anymore. And it's new. They do something called aquamation, which is essentially they use water. So basically, it's, I guess, safer, but basically, instead of cremating them, it's better for the environment. They use water and it naturally breaks down, but it's a longer process. So we probably won't get Toby back for about another week. That's always another hard part of the process, is when you get your dog back, just because we always put a quote. We always put, you know, a little quote in a photo, and then we have a shelf where all of our dogs are at. And when that time comes, it will, you know, I'll share it and stuff, just because it is hard, but it's also therapeutic in the fact of he's back home, you know, and stuff. So, all right, I do have some viewer mail I want to open with you guys, and stuff. I will try to keep my stuff together, but I still can't really. I made a video of Toby and his photos and stuff, and I still can't watch that. It's only been really a week since he's been gone, but it feels like forever. And that's why I've been trying to stay busy and kind of off social media and stuff like that. And the mystery boxes and everything we shipped out to our Club Couture customers and stuff, we've just been kind of keeping busy and stuff like that. But a lot of people sent some beautiful things, and I want to share it. First and foremost, oh, I forgot to grab it. The day after he passed, someone had left some homemade cookies and a beautiful painting of Toby on our doorstep. And I found out it was our next door neighbor. She's so sweet. She had hand painted based on a photo, left it on our doorstep. It is the cutest thing. And then my sister from another Mr. Jessica Douglas Wilson, my Chalk Couture family, sent me this paw print. Look at it. And it says, "Missing your unconditional love and playful paws. We are now apart. You're gone from our lives, but never your heart." Isn't that cute? So we'll put a little picture of Toby in there, and stuff. But I have a ton of cards to open up. I'm gonna hopefully get through this. I asked Sean if he wanted to be here. And he says, no, why don't you just open it, you know, by yourself? I'll be here in the comments, and that way you can do it. It sounds weird, but I can't. If I'm already emotional and I see Sean crying, then it's game over for me. Like, I just can't do it. And it's not gonna be rough. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We're honoring him, right? So this first thing is from Deb. And I want to make sure I'm saying this right, but I think it's Toby. I think it's Toby. And it just says, Ken and Sean, hugs and good vibes, XOXO Deb. And it is Tobes. Look. It says, turn decal over, remove paper back, stick decal to surf, find me on Facebook. But look at it. He's got little angel wings. Oh, that's so cute. We'll have to put that on one of our cups. That was so nice. So the next one says, I love it that it says, like, to the Hess McCoy family. So cute. And this is from Miss Tremble. I try not to open them early, but so let's see what this one says. It says, no longer by your side, but forever in your heart. Oh, look at that. It says, forever would not have been long enough. So very sorry about Toby. You gave him a wonderful life, Karen. You know, that's the one thing I will say is we take really good care of our dogs, and he had a great life. But the one thing that sucks about dogs is they're not here forever. I wish they were, because we've been really lucky to have really good dogs. And Toby, out of all of our dogs, has lived the longest. I think, you know, he was 14 and a half, or excuse me, 13 and a half, almost 14. So we were very lucky, but it's still, when you have such a good dog, it's so hard to say goodbye to them. And I feel like that's where I was with Toby. Dog leave paw prints on our heart, if that is not true. Says, dear Ken and Sean. Oh, I'm sorry. This is from Vicky. I should show you guys. Sorry. Look at that. Ooh, pretty, right? It says, just sending you lots of love and support and prayers to you. I've enjoyed getting to know you through social media and feel like I know your dog so well. I know how hard it is to lose a fur kid. Remember all the fun and beautiful things you guys did together. Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much. Look at how beautiful that is. The next one is from Catherine, and I'm going to butcher your last name. I think it's Carlazzi. I think. Oh, look, with sympathy. Look at that little dog. So cute. It says, to lose a true friend is never easy. Know that you are in my thoughts. May fond memories of your beloved pet warm your heart always. I'm so sorry for your loss. How sweet. You guys are so nice. I would have never, ever, ever dreamt that we would be sharing our dog with everyone and stuff. But, it is sweet that our dogs touch people and made them feel good. In the puppy videos, every time we did a puppy video, people would always say, how's Toby? And oh my God. So this one's from Becky. And this was the last photo I took of Toby. With little Sierra. So that was the night before he passed. Oh my gosh. And there he is with me. There he is again. And then it has the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, look at all these photos. There he is as a puppy. He was so cute. There he is. There he is, sitting. We had that with his little puppy photo. There he is on the couch. And then there he is. That's Toby. He had actually passed. That's how peaceful he looked on the pillow with the towel. I can't read the Rainbow Bridge. I've read it before, but it does say, your wings were ready, but my heart was not. So that's a beautiful card. Thank you so much. Oh, all right. This one is from my good friend Charlotte that I got to meet when I went to New York, Bethel, New York. Oh, is this supposed to be in there? Did I just rip that? Oh no, maybe. He will leave paw prints on your heart forever. Oh, look at this card, you guys. Aww. She must have used the Cricut, because look at that. Writing, right? Dear Ken and Sean, how lucky Toby was to be loved by you for so many years. And in return, he gave you his heart. I'm so sorry for your loss, and I hope great memories of your time together will comfort you. With love, Char. Look at that. He was such a good dog, guys. You guys are so sweet to take time out of your day to make cards for me and Sean. Like, that's so sweet. So sweet. This is from our good friend Gary. We got to meet Gary when we went to the Puyallup Fair again. Well, I met him before, but we got to see him again. He does wreaths and has his own channel where he does cards and stuff. So if you haven't seen him, you should check him out. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is that? It says, heartful sympathy, Toby. Pause to remember, the only people who think they're just a pet have never lost a piece of their heart. So true. Ken and Sean, I hope you are finding comfort as you grieve. Toby was family and his spirit will remain in your hearts. Thank you for sharing his celebration of life. All those years of following you, Toby was part of that journey. Take care, Gary. Oh, that's so sweet. I love people that like put their little stamp that says made. This one just says CM, so we'll see who it's from. Oh, look at that. With sympathy, gone from your side, but not from your heart. Ken and Sean. I know we don't know each other, but I've come to love you guys and your videos. Between your crafts and dogs and puppies, I feel like we could be besties. I'm so sorry you lost your sweet Toby. It's never easy losing our best friend. I hope he's up there playing with my sweet Sophie. All my love, Christine. That's so sweet. Look at that. You guys are so creative. Now, I did get a package yesterday from Miss Fatima, and it said to open, so I do know what this is. I may have already eaten one, because it said it was perishables and it could go to waste, but it's from something called Bon Bon Bon, and it says, have such a bon day, and oh my gosh, you guys, these are so good. I already stuck one. It says, thinking of you in this difficult time, can't go wrong with bonbons from Michigan. And it didn't say her name, but she did reach out and said, hey, did you get your sweet treat today? And I was like, you're the one that set the bonbons. And they're like, oh my gosh, so good. Sean had a taste of it too, so I can't eat too many because he really likes these. But they're all, look at this. They're like all little tiny bars, and it actually says like who made them and date. So this one is, there's lemon barnon. This is shortbread crust lemon custard ganache royal icing lemon. So she did reach out and say that she sent these to me, and she said that it's you know, makes your day better when you have some sweets, right? Which is totally true, but look at them. She knows my heart belongs to sweetness. And I love, oh my gosh, I love lemon. These are so good. I can't eat too many of them, but I already tried the cake one. There's, what's swimming turtle? Caramel, milk chocolate, toasted pecan, and flaky salt. Oh my gosh. Sean is, he literally, when I was saying, okay, I'm going to go do my camping car, he's like, don't put those chocolates in the sun and bring them back. I was like, all right, Sean. All right, this is from Becky Smith, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Oh, she made a Cricut Joy card. And it says, with deepest sympathy from Bev Smith. Oh, his puppies. We need this, actually. We don't have a mouse pad. We use Sean's iPad. Isn't that funny? It's not funny, but we did. Fragile. Oh. That's so sweet. It just says, Daddy, it just says, Daddy's boy, Toby. And that was him and his tuft. He had this little tuft on his head. And every time we would go take him to, get his haircut, I would tell Sean, make sure they don't touch the tuft. Uh-oh, those construction people, are they gonna come talk to me? I hope they don't come talk to me. I don't want them to talk to me. Or maybe they're just dropping off their friends. Oh no, they're coming to talk to me. Are they coming to talk to me? Maybe not. Oh no, they're just getting stuff off the truck. But it's like right next to me. They're like, I'm gonna move my car. Because it's making me uncomfortable. Yep, he's walking towards my car. I'm just gonna move up. I'll get like really far ahead and then I'll I parked in front of the house that's supposedly not sold yet. Did they not know I was having a moment? How rude. All right, I'm on my last box, I think. Yes. And this one is from Joanne Anderson. Ooh, this one's taped good. Good thing I have my pen blade. Ooh, bubbles. Oh, there's a card. Ooh, there's a whole letter. Oh, Toby is a puppy. Look how light he was. Dear Ken and Sean, please accept our condolences for Toby Joe crossing the Rainbow Bridge this week. Our hearts are aching. On the morning of Toby Joe's passing, a fellow crafter messaged me. We both belong to a Cricut engraving group and had seen the engraving I did of Sierra and a Ken from the Car video. She asked if I could engrave one of Toby's photos as a remembrance for both of you. We brainstormed together and came up with this design. The angel wings and halo were a free download from 651 Vinyl. The heart wings and halo signified Toby joining... Oh. The heart wings and halo signified Toby joining Ken's mom and his fur brothers and sisters who are all in heaven. Please know that we hold Toby Joe in our hearts, and we will continue to watch the adorable little fur nuggets who carry on his footsteps. Best wishes, Joanne Anderson and Myrna Lynn. I think I said that right. Myrna, M-Y-R-N-A. Myrna. And, oh, they did. So they made a Sierra engraving. Oh, look at this. I have to put something behind it so you guys can see it. This is one of my favorite pictures of Toby, so I'm glad they chose it. Can you see it there a little better? Toby was one of the only dogs that would allow me to put like shirts on him. And we had a Seattle Seahawks shirt and I put it on him. Look at how good that engraving is. Here, I need to put something else behind. Oh, here's something that will make it pop probably. There it is. Look. And that's him in his little Seahawks shirt. So freaking cute. Look at that. Okay, now they're just weed eating. That's just rude. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. I always hold on to things for Ken from the Car to show them off because I think it's so sweet. I know how much work it is to create a card or to do something from hand. And I just want to make sure I always open them on a video so the people that did make them know that we got it and we really appreciate it and we love it. And I wanted to do, obviously, the studio reveal because we worked really hard. But I wanted to do a Ken from the Car. Number one, because so many of you guys support us by using our links, and it's our way of saying thank you. And I really enjoy doing Ken from the Cars and just talking to you all. And I know that I'm not alone. I think one of the hardest things in reading your guys' comments was so many of you shared animals you've lost. And I think for me, when someone loses a pet, like, of course, I miss people too when they die, but like pets are just so hard. And 2020 has just kind of been hard. In the end of 2019, we lost Allie, my best friend Allie had a dog, Lucy, who there's just something about Lucy. And our thing, mine and Allie's thing is like, we're always together when our dogs die. Like, she was there when Maya was put down. I was there when Lucy said goodbye. And Toby had just gotten out of his surgery for pneumonia, and then we lost Lucy out of nowhere. And I wasn't prepared for that. And 2020 just sucks. So it needs to go away. But Ken from the Car for me is a good release, and I always like to share this. So anything you guys send, I try to hold back and share during this. And I know Toby meant a lot to a lot of people. And he is severely missed because he just he was the best dog. And I think the one thing that's really helped me during this time has been these puppies. We're so blessed that so many people in our life got one of these puppies, Jasmine and Allie and Harlan and Chelsea. So we get to see all these puppies. And it's been hard just because Toby was such a good dog that all of the other dogs love Toby. And you can just tell that the dogs aren't themselves, that they're grieving too. The day he died, we let them all sniff him. And Sierra just curled up next to him and she fell asleep. And she still sleeps in the same spot that he would always be. But it's hope because Hades come over every day, Jasmine's pup, and then Allie brought Luna over, and then they got caught under the bed, and it was a whole thing. It was really funny and stuff. But it's times like these that you look back on your life and you do realize, like, we have a short time. Anything can happen in any time, and we deserve to be happy. We deserve to live our best life. We deserve to do the things we want. And I think that's why I'm so excited for this next phase of Ken's Creations. And what we're doing is, I feel free, and I've even said to Sean, I'm like, Sean, this could literally go down in flames. This can tank our whole channel. And he's like, I know. I'm like, we could seriously need to go back to a job because we're taking a big risk. And I think the only thing that I feel okay with is the fact that I'm excited to do this. And I was watching so many of the YouTubers I watch, their channels evolve, and this is just an evolution. And like I said, Chalkator is not going anywhere. We're still doing Chalkator on our separate channel, but this channel is getting a huge overhaul, and I'm really excited, and I really hope you guys enjoy the direction we're going. I think you will. The studio remodel was a big step, and we worked our tails off in a week to get that exactly how we wanted it, and I love the results, and I think it's gonna be great for our new direction. And Sean did such a good job in helping and just giving us stuff. But I'm super excited because right now I'm redoing what used to be my craft room. Now the GLOWFORGE is in there, and we're in the process of updating that room because it's also going to be incorporated into our new life and stuff. So bye guys, bye. So I'm really excited. I'm excited because ChalkCon's right around the corner. It's in Florida in the middle of July. I'm a little bummed because we had planned on going down there and we've never been to the theme parks down there. And so we've never been to like Disney World or Universal. So we were going to spend all this time, but I don't think they're going to be open, which is super sad. You guys want a hint about the direction? A hint. I will tell you, you don't have to wait much longer, probably like 2, maybe 3 weeks. The biggest hint is, a hint. I feel like you guys, those that like Ken from the car, this will be the first time that you will authentically, trying to be so careful what I say because I will get in trouble from Jasmine and Sean. This new direction, I'll tell you this. I am super, super, super nervous because I do think I'm going after a new demographic, and I'm hoping it will bring in people outside of the crafting world. And the format we will be doing is kind of like a weekly TV show. That's all I'm going to say. So you won't see me as much on lives and stuff, but when you do, it will be authentically us. And yeah, we'll still have a little bit of craft. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. I can't say anymore. I'll get in trouble. Ooh, fun fact. So someone says, I think you're going into teaching. That's what I went to school for. Everyone, it came down to either teacher or interior design. And I was going to be a teacher. And then I ran in. The whole reason I didn't become a teacher is I literally ran into one of my favorite teachers, and I was telling her about it. And she kind of said, like, teaching's changing, and you shouldn't do it, essentially. Oh, see, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom opens July 11th. I saw a question about Patreon files. Will you still have access? Absolutely. Patreon, the file part won't be changing. I will still produce files. The other levels are changing, and they're changing pretty drastically, actually. So I will say that. But I will give all my Patreons that are in those levels the option to change, but I will still be doing some files and stuff. I know I'm getting in trouble. I might as well eat all the bonbons. So we probably won't be live again on this channel until next Ken from the Car, just because I'm pretty busy getting everything orchestrated and stuff. I will give you guys some more details next week. A lot of you have been guessing. You're doing your own product line. You are doing vlogging. You are Christopher Lowell. I think that's how you say his name. I can either confirm or deny any of these. However, I will say no one has guessed it exact yet. And I am kind of teasing just because it's still evolving. Like, I know I have a roadmap of where I'm going, but as we do the roadmap, I'm like, oh, I also want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. So it's going to involve a lot of Sean, obviously, and Jasmine. And I have to have a thick skin because I'm afraid that the puppy videos kind of taught me that people on regular YouTube kind of suck. And I mean that with the nicest heart, but I started reading some like comments on big YouTubers like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, all these people, and some people are just mean. So it'll be good, but we have to get a thick skin, right? Mary says, my guess is way out there. Well, what's your guess? I want to hear it. I know they have nothing better to do. Ooh, another party night like a Ken and Sean show. Ooh, we should look into that for you. I will tell you, I totally forgot about Christopher Lowell. I used to watch him on public TV. I had to remind myself who he was. I think he used to have his own paint line in Lowe's and stuff. I don't know. GLOWFORGE will definitely be part of the new brand, just so you guys know. That's a big part of it. What am I drinking? It's just now ice and water. Blah, blah, blah. It's not a podcast, I can tell you that. Sharon is going to venture into YouTube. You will love it. She has kind of a, not the GLOWFORGE, but it's kind of like the GLOWFORGE, and it's awesome. So, all right, guys. Well, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for everyone that has sent me stuff. Also want to do a huge thank you to everyone that showed up to our Chalkathon. It was a huge success for Chalkator, and stuff. So that was awesome. And the ones that actually came up to our 2 hour was so fun. I have all of the artwork out and into you, but I want to say we did raise our goal of $3,000, and that went all to Watts of Love. I don't know how much Chalkator themselves raised. I know it had to have been over $25,000 as a whole, but all of you guys that did come out and buy artwork and requested artwork, I'm so glad. All of it's out. The last 3 pieces went out today, and we are going to be doing our own auction of our other artwork here within the next month or so, and stuff. So I'm super excited with our studio reveal. If you haven't seen it, check it out down below. I just want to assure everyone we are not going anywhere. You will still see us. We are still doing Chalkator because that's been a big concern. If anything, you will see more of kind of Chalkator in a way. That's kind of a big hint. So anyways, I love you guys. I adore you all. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.